go. Here we be. Imagine me and you, I do. I think about you day and night. It's only right to think about the one you love. Hold them tight, so happy together. Sasuke's brother, Genjutsu. Super late stream, is it? Well, late crew, what it do then? Hello. Just finished the latest Onion Nugs. The dance bit during the Voosh segment was golden. Dance bit? Was that a dance that I did? I thought I ripped my shirt off and went fucking insane. Oh, the dance victory lap. Yeah. That was fun. Do you support trans rights? Of course I do. Say trans rights and say it loud, chat. Paul's ego says trans rights. Does chat say trans rights? Will chat have the courage to say trans rights? That's the question. Because Paul's ego says it. Do you still support cinema roll? Yeah. Cinema roll, cinema roll, cinema roll. I like a cinema roll, personally. Yep, everybody says trans rights hella loud. That's the way it works around here. That's what we do here. Oh shit, look who came. Look who we've got. It's a blessed visit from your king and ruler, Cricket. He has decided to show you his beautiful countenance today. Wait, you look familiar. Do I? Do you know me in real life? No, I'm Paul's ego. I do a show called Deep Fat Fried. I used to be on the Drunken Peasants. I do this show here on the Poltergeist. And that's me, yeah. Yeah, you probably have seen me. I'm around. How about American rights? Sure, yeah. I'm all for the Bill of Rights. I think we need a new economic Bill of Rights. I like the I think it was FDR's new economic Bill of Rights, or was it Eisenhower? I can't remember who did it. But the kids with the skids.
Yeah, it was FDR.
Was FDR. Yeah. I'm for that, man. I'm for the expansion of of American rights. I'm for the rights of everybody to a good job and a home, adequate time for leisure and self-improvement, good health care, all of that. I think all of that needs to be written into the American Bill of Rights. Why are you so old, little bro? Because I was born in 1980, and you age up every year. So that's why. I know it sucks. I really should have stopped it at some point and been like, hey, no more aging, but I didn't, and I accidentally let myself get to 44. You know, it's pretty fucked. Would not recommend. I would recommend that at 30 or so, you make a concerted effort not to age anymore. But stay alive, obviously, but don't age. Because you'll never feel better than when you're like between 25 and 30. That's your peak. And you'll be chasing it for the rest of your life. He likes that jiggle. He's gonna jiggle it.
He's the one that might have broken the doorknob.
Oh, you think his constant jiggle wiggles?
Maybe so.
What if he locks us out here?
The
Okay,
garage is
all right.
still unlocked.
I was like, please, Cricket, don't do it. Don't lock us out of the house, Cricket, please.
But I guess I have to go in.
He's just not gonna have it.
You want to come in too, D?
He's not happy to sit in the window tonight and watch.
Come here, D. I'll go in.
That cat is crazy. When he wants attention, he's gonna get attention. He's gonna jiggle the doorknob until the cows come home. That's his move. Like, stands up and just starts jiggling on the doorknob. You're just gonna turn off the aging button. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Maybe become a vampire. But make sure you become a vampire like in your mid-20s or, you know, your late 20s or something, like a 28, 29 vampire. That'd be good. But don't, you know, don't get bit after that. Then you're just going to be trapped, you know. If you wait too long, you wait long enough for the arthritis and shit to start kicking in. You don't want that. Your knees are gonna hurt. The whole nine, man. You're a vampire. Well, help a brother out then. Well, it's too late for me. I wouldn't want to be a vampire now. I've missed my prime age, but like some of these fools, some of these people in here that are pushing 30 could probably use a little vampirism in their life, you know. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if insomniac is the right word for me, but I do have trouble sleeping, like normally. Like on a normal schedule. Sometimes I'll get hella tired at 8 p.m. and wake up at 7 a.m. like, whoosh. Sometimes I'm like staying up till 5 a.m. and sleeping until 1 p.m. and secret is caffeine. I'll have to try that. My job ends at 2 a.m., so I'm always up at night. Yeah. It does happen. It's so nice out here. That's why I had to start a fucking stream. I knew I had to sit out here for a while and I was bored, so. I put in an application on another house today, fingers crossed. Hoping I hoping I get that house so I can get moved this summer. Get the fuck out of Dodge. Buy a piece of land up there and just call it a day. It's old having to wait to be officially invited into your house. Yeah. I mean, there's, like, look, dude, there's downsides to everything. There's no such thing as a perfect decision, okay? How did your family feel about the influx of immigration into Madera in the 90s? Depressed wages, increased crime, pollution, unemployment. Obviously, my family felt bad about it. Like, the fact that, you know, California, and especially my area of California, did nothing to assimilate migrant people, did very little to help their children, left a big hole, a big educational gap, a big opportunity gap, and left Madera one of these like divided cities where one side of the tracks is where the white folks live and the other side of the tracks is where the brown folks live. All of the city services are concentrated in the white area, very few city services in the brown area. And that's how that's how Madera remains pretty much to this day. There's a dividing line called Gateway Drive in Madera that if you go across it, you're pretty much in the brown part of town. No, dude is universal. To me, at least, as a California guy. It's not weird to me at all. Do you think it's weird? Oh, yeah. I just read that. Oh, man, this breeze is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful breeze. Calgon, take me away. Paul, what does doing these streams do for you? Gives me an outlet for my constantly swimming brain to communicate. Do your parents blame immigrants for the country's problems? Mine do, and it's weird. Not so much anymore, but when I was a kid, that was a pretty popular narrative, yeah. Is Brett Keane still alive? I think. Hey, Paul, why don't you sleep outside if you're having trouble sleeping? Oh, yeah. That's a good idea. That's a good point. I'll just curl up on the grass and let the bugs eat me. On the Vosh thing, I grew up with Naruto, and I'm a huge fan. For him to reference it and not know what Genjutsu is fucking cringe, okay? I think for him to reference it in a ponage fight, period, is fucking cringe, but, you know, whatever. Cheers. Oh. Well, this morning I ranted and raved about the Teamster speech, and particularly Vosh's fucking retarded reaction to it, calling the guy a traitor. He just like, tell me you don't understand labor. Like, the guy's a traitor for talking labor advocacy to 50% of the country. Yeah, what a traitor. See, this like red versus blue team football kind of politics shit has broken people's fucking brains. It's game over for a lot of these motherfuckers. A lot of these motherfuckers can't handle it. Are you Joe Jelly jiggling again, Cricket? Even with Mom in there, he wants me in there now. Cricket just gonna Joe Jelly jiggle till the fucking cows come home today. That's what it seems like to me. He jiggling. All right, let me go give him some. I'm gonna go give him some attention. such a little attention needer. Decides he wants to be the focal point of the world. He's gonna be it. He needs to be the focal point of the world. The Genjutsu joke was funny. Was it really? Are you talking about my joking about it or his original joke? Because those are not the same thing. The Genjutsu joke was pretty lame. Us joking about the Genjutsu joke was pretty dope. See how that works? Goddamn right. It's a beautiful day. The original joke. All right, buddy. Virginity is inscrutable sometimes. It'll happen someday, dude. It'll happen someday. Trust me, dude. You'll get into the Genjutsu someday, bro. Sasuke's brother, the Genjutsu, bro. He's coming for you. If you know what he was referencing, it's legitimately funny, and I hate anime. Have you ever heard the term, like, if you've got to explain a joke and why it's funny, it's not funny? Have you ever heard that before? What's happening to you right now? It's a pretty big realization for a lot of people that if you have to explain the fuck out of a joke, then it's not funny. It's pretty tough. Would you be a wizard or Megatron? Megatron, dude. Fuck a wizard. What's a joke? Just got here. What's good? I don't know, player. What is good? You tell me. Sasuke's Genjutsu is what's good, bro. Sasuke's older brother, the Genjutsu, bro. That's what's going on tonight, bro. You know what I'm talking about, or you know what? In that time, the infinite sorrow and Gojo, bro. That's what's going on tonight. Infinite sorrow and Gojo. Yeah, dude. Did you hear Sasuke's brother is trapped in the Genjutsu forever? Did you hear that? I don't get the joke, if I'm completely honest. Yeah, I don't either. I feel like Sasuke's brother had a stupid name. Yeah, dude, Genjutsu. What kind of name is that? Well, I'd love to hear your thoughts on Tenacious D. Oh, yeah, dude, I heard about this. So Kyle Gass apparently said some crazy shit. I couldn't find what he said quoted anywhere. But he apparently made some crazy Destiny level joke at a concert they were doing. And, like, I guess Tenacious D is broken up because of it. Like, Jack Black was like, I'm out of here. I don't like that. He said, don't miss Trump next time. Woof. Edgy. Now that's what I call edge. What do you think of Destiny's comment? Out of line? No, I don't think it's out of line. Here's the thing. I like what he's doing, but that's because I appreciate agitators. He's being an agitator right now. Like, he's throwing a fistful of sand into the discourse. He's being coarse. He's being shocking. That's being an agitator. And I like that, but I'm also not Destiny's manager, right? If I were invested in Destiny's continued career, I would probably tell him to stop doing what he's doing, right? Like, if I was invested in his growth and all of that, right? But I'm not. So, I like it for the entertainment value, and I like it for the agitation. So there was that. The state premier, Australian equivalent to governor, canceled a show in his state, so 10D canceled the tour in retaliation. I thought they broke up. Yeah, I mean, the Pierce Morgan appearance that he did today, Destiny did a Pierce Morgan appearance today, and he basically doubled down on his comments, and it went super mainstream, like outside of Twitter today. It was a big, giant Twitter controversy, which makes it a pretty big deal. And now it's a mainstream news controversy. He's on Pierce Morgan saying that he's doesn't care if Trumpers die and all, he's just doubling down on his commentary. And he's really, to his credit, sticking to what he said he would do. He also got banned today. I don't know if people saw that. He got a fucking temp ban from Kick for TOS violations. So that's kind of crazy. Yeah, he said he doesn't condemn the shooter. He refuses to condemn the shooter until the right admits that they created this problem and, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, he copped a hate speech ban on Kick, which is funny because that's where that's one of the places where the chuds that got banned off of fucking YouTube ran to. You have almost talked to Pierce Morgan. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, dude, my fucking 6 degrees from Kevin Bacon is wild now, man. I was saying that yesterday when he was talking to Elon Musk. Do you think Kick banned? Didn't think Kick banned. They usually don't. They wouldn't if Destiny wasn't such a big figure and it hadn't broken wide. But here, Destiny goes on Pierce Morgan. They're referencing shit. When people go to look for clips of it, they find clips of Kick. That's why it happened. Because Kick was like, holy shit. People in the news are looking at this. They're saying it's on our platform. Time to ban him. So I think he's temp banned till the end of the month. So he's gonna have to stream elsewhere for the rest of the month. And then the question becomes is he going to double down and do it again? I think that would be his impulse, would be to not be silenced by the temp ban. But maybe his self-preservation instinct will kick in. A guy like him can't really do much. Although you know what the fucked up thing about Destiny is? This might be an arc that ends up being big, because I could see Destiny starting his own platform. Dude's fucking rich. Dude already owns his own platform in the .gg website, right? That is technically a Destiny platform. I could see him making a move to turn that into a social media site. No, Destiny got banned for Twitch years ago. He got banned from Twitch. I can't remember for what. Yeah, I mean, if your meme is from 2014, you're probably gonna have to fucking shut up. That's my thing, is this, I could see, of all the streamers, right? I could see Destiny being the one to actually do it because streamers have been talking about it forever. And I gotta tell you guys, dude, I would join it. I'd start streaming to it, 100%. If you made a decent like mobile app and let people stream to it, I would 100% join that and give it a shot. Because I think Destiny's head is in the right space when it comes to that sort of thing, and I think he's the kind of guy that would invest his money into doing that. Maybe, I don't know. I know it's probably an idea that he's kicked around prior to this. This, I have a politics focused streaming platform. Would you invest? I'd invest my time into it. Got that chronic bronchitis. It's called being a pothead and a smoker, bro. I don't know what your problem is. You don't like it, scroll. People act like I got them arm barred up in here. Get out. Yeah, I mean, I think Destiny could start his own, like, I don't know about, like, because Alex Jones has, like, a news network. That's not what I'm thinking Destiny would do. I'm thinking it's more like a haven for politics streamers where politics are not banned, and he can take the public hits when somebody says something crazy on his fucking platform. He can make that decision. He can set the tone for that, right? And he's got the money to do it. I mean, the guy makes fucking over $1 million a year from what I have heard. Probably pretty easy. He makes over $1 million a year, so it's like he's got the money to invest into this. He's got the know-how, having developed his own kind of like hosting platform and shit. He could turn .gg into a hosting platform, His Destiny.gg thing, he could turn that into a whole social media thing. TJ doing okay? He's pretty rough, man. We text him back and forth with him today. He said he's having trouble keeping food down. I guess Chelsea was sick the day before him, and she's just now getting over it, so it took like 2 days of her throwing up. He said he was just feeling real fucked today. He said he was having trouble keeping water down. So he's got the flu, man. Yeah, the wind does feel beautiful tonight. Oh man, I don't mean to like fantasize or whatever, but it's just like we put in an application on a rental house in the town we want to move to today, and this one is the best one yet. It's like not in town, it's kind of like out of town a little bit, like outside of town. So it's not middle of nowhere level, but it's like way more remote than a lot of the houses we've been looking at, which means, it's on an acre of land in the middle of nowhere. It's beautiful. I was just like, oh, please let me get this fucking application. Please just let them accept me so I can pay them and fucking go move in, please. Oh man, I'm so ready. Yeah, the hosting fees are the problem, right? But like, I don't know, dude. If anybody's willing to, because like, here's the thing. Destiny's big enough to where he could probably get like a lot of these other streamer guys to invest and maybe even sign on, right? That's what I'm saying. Is like, he's not bound by the same shit. Like, if he's got enough money and enough like streamer buddies, like he's friends with like XQC, he's friends with all of these people. He could like have them come in as investors and co-owners, or like, like put them on the board of directors or whatever the fuck, and have them have their money kind of like pooled in with his in creating this thing. I'm not saying all of them would jump at the opportunity immediately, but like, I think if anybody's positioned to do it, it's probably Destiny. What happens with TJ? He's sick. He just has a stomach flu or something. He's taking care of himself. He's resting. He's trying to drink fluids. He's monitoring his temperature, all that shit. He's fine, but he's just not feeling good at all. He's very sick. And today was Scoopler Magooter's birthday. So he took the day off for his birthday. It was going to be a me and TJ show, but TJ's sick. And I briefly considered this morning offering to just do a solo show, but it wouldn't be Onion Nuggets. It would have to be something else. You know, I've done the solo show one time. I did a flash ride when the guys were out of town or something just to get one done. And, you know, whatever, it worked out. But I just don't, I didn't feel like it would be a good show. Just me ranting and raving all night. So, we postponed it. I'm not sure when we're going to do it, to be honest with you. So I guess I'll find out soon when like people are available to do the new show. I'm thinking maybe Thursday we might end up doing it. But yeah, pretty lame. It sucks being sick. I was sick. I got kind of like a stomach thing, although I think it might have been nerves and shit. I got a real bad like stomach flu kind of feeling. The day that I was supposed to like leave to go to visit that town that I'm moving to. The day before, or the day we were supposed to leave, I was sicker than shit, puking. I was like sitting out here retching. It sucked. So I do know that there's some like little summer fucking flu going around. And hopefully TJ gets some rest and feels better because of it. Because that's the hardest thing when you're feeling sick like that, is actually getting good rest. I worry about TJ's rest and shit too. Like now that I know, like I'm not trying to be an evangelist or whatever, but now that I know like how much CPAP helped me, I can't help but think it would help TJ as well. You know, I've heard TJ snoring and shit. My sleep doctor says if you snore at all, that is an apnea. So anybody that you hear snoring at night regularly has apnea. It's just a matter of the degree. Some people have mild apnea to the point where it doesn't. Whoa. Doesn't affect them like super negatively. And then people like me have it to the point where it like completely. What does it mean to have sleep apnea? Ooh, it means you stop breathing at night. So your breathing will be interrupted while you're in deep sleep, and then it causes your body to go into like panic mode and gasp for air, and that, if it doesn't wake you up outright, wakes you up from REM sleep. So yeah. It's pretty common too. I guess a lot of people have it to varying degrees. I was diagnosed with apnea in my 30s and my early 30s, and I wasn't able to wear the mask that they gave me back then, and so I was never able to get on the machine. They have different masks now. I'm on a better machine, and now I can barely sleep without it. It's hard for me to sleep without it on me now, so, and it helps me so much. Would you ever have Destiny as a guest on DFF? Probably not. Not because I would be adverse to the idea, but TJ really doesn't give a fuck about Destiny. I don't know if Destiny said some shit about TJ and TJ wrote him off a long time ago. I don't know what the etymology is, but like when it comes to like a content creator, I don't think TJ has ever once brought up Destiny until I started showing up on Destiny's show every once in a while. You know, and then he makes fun of me for it. But like, as far as like him having any interest in Destiny or whatever the fuck. Is it worth correcting a deviated septum? I don't know, bro. I've never had that problem. So, yeah, I don't know. Couldn't tell you. I have known a couple of people that have gotten it fixed and they swear by it. Like, obviously, it causes a lot of fucking breathing obstruction and shit. Great to see you still doing it today. You recommend reading Conspiracy Against the Human Race like 5 years ago. Got me into reading and writing today. Cool. Yeah, I love that book. Thomas Ligotti, Conspiracy Against the Human Race. It's like a pessimist philosophical manifesto, and it's beautiful. I love that book. I think it's dense and packed with really great arguments. I need to reread it, honestly. I think yeah, that's what it does. That's one of the things it does. It makes it hard to breathe through your nose. It obstructs that. It changes your voice. Like if you've got a deviated septum, it can make your voice sound kind of like it's coming out of your nose instead of your mouth, kind of. Like a lot of people have a very I have a very nasal like tone to my voice. But that's like a cultural thing, I think. It's more my accent being up here than down here, right? And that's a California thing, pretty much. Californians speak out of their nose, okay? Everything we do is very nasal. It's very comfortable, though. It's a comfortable way to speak. And I guess if you're trying to speak like that with a deviated septum, you can imagine it's pretty tough. Adding it to my list, I just finished Manufacturing Consent and nearly finished Blood Meridian. Cool. Cool. Oh, Crafty. Good job on that latest Vosh video. That was dope. I appreciated the little touches and stuff with the you know, the going back and finding the Vosh clips and then, you know, throwing in the little Dragon Ball clip and shit. Thank you. That was good. That was a really good short and, you know, long form. So, hold on, dude. I gotta fucking do this too. Just so Crafty doesn't get lost in the sauce ever. Yeah, there we go. Bloop. Bam. Yeah, you don't have to do anything. It's more just so that I can like see it happening. But yeah, it was a good vid. Like condensed a long rant down really well. Dude, I've been wanting somebody to go back through my talk with Vosh. My talks with Vosh. This would be a big project though. I've been wanting somebody to go back through the 2 times that I talked with Vosh prior to this 3rd time he came on the show, right? And I want them to find all of the times that I warned Vosh or tried to warn Vosh about the idea of Pied Pipering young, passionate leftists into the DNC meat grinder to have their expectations foiled. I want to find it because I know I did it like at least 5 or 10 times. I want to find all of the times when we were talking that I tried to give him some prescription about why it would be a bad deal for us to go forward with Joe Biden. And I want his reactions to it. And I want to juxtapose those things with his current rhetoric about the DNC. I've been wanting that video for a long time. I've kind of been just like sitting back on my laurels hoping somebody from the community takes the time to do it. Completely remember on at least 6 occasions during those sit-downs where you warned Bosch exactly what's happening right now. That's what I'm saying. I want to find those. I want to find his reaction to them at the time. And then I want to juxtapose that with his current rhetoric on the DNC. I want to see if there's consistency. And well, let me be frank. I want to illustrate the inconsistency. I would love that video though. It's just something like I'm probably gonna have to, it's probably something I'm gonna have to go through and do. Yeah, we had 3 talks, right? So I talked with him once in 2020, once in 2022, and once in 2024. Every 2 years we've had a talk. And I want to see how his prescriptions back then have played out now, and how my warnings back then have played out over the course of this cycle. Do you keep streaming solo or go back to working blue collar if DFF got nuked? ¿Por qué no dos? I would probably keep streaming solo, and then I would take some of the money that I've saved and maybe start a business, start a local business, and have, you know, if I'm gonna work blue collar, I'd like to work for myself still if I can. And I think I've got the money to set something like that up and the know-how to run something like that. So that would probably be what I would do. But that would only be, you know, in the case that, you know, Deep Fat Fried and Pessimist Productions just can't exist anymore for whatever reason, right? Hey, Alice Ann. Would timestamps be enough in those original Vosh vids? I mean, they would help. They'd be helpful. I'll try my best to find some to make a compilation. Yeah, dude, I don't want you to have, like, I don't want to put it on you. I brought it up because it's something that's in my head. If you feel like you want to do it on the side, let me know. You know, it shouldn't take too long with transcripts and shit. It's just one of those things that, like, I feel like I don't want to be the one to do it because I don't know what it is. I don't want to be accused of, like, taking things out of context or selectively editing or whatever. Please don't leave DFF. I have no plans to leave DFF. I'm a business owner, man. So it's that's like saying, please don't leave your store. It's like, well, I have no plans to do that. Do you like rock? Yeah, man. Rock is deader than dead, but yeah. I mean, I like old rock. Hola, El Pablo. Hola, Xenodroid. Oh, I was gonna warn all the mods and shit tonight that, you know, things might be crazy for a few days because we did our unannounced ban flush today. Flushed out the bans. That is one of the things that I find it funny. People always cry about me banning people from my streams and shit, but I've had the no ban is permanent rule since like 2020. So, and my chats are banned. No, they're not. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to flush them all out, so there might be a few remaining bans, But I did a big flush out today of like 900 bands that were sitting on the rolls. So, yeah. Thank you for all of the hard work. You're an amazing person, and I appreciate you. Okay, cool, buddy. Oh, thanks for watching and chilling. YouTube censors the chat so much. It's grim. Yeah, it does. I do need to turn on the thing. Chat filters. All. I hate top chat, but I always forget to turn it off. I do have certain banned words and shit. So, like everybody does, I have like a standard banned words list along with pretty much every permutation of the N-word. So there are certain, like, I don't know that you were trying to type any of that, but there are certain things you can't say. Like pee or poo. I mean, no, those aren't, but pee and poo are not banned. Okay. If you were an 80s WWF style wrestler, you'd be the Parky. No, dude, the Plumbo Pounder, okay? How many permutations are there? I think on the list that I found and implemented here on the channel, there were like 90 different permutations of ways to try and type the N-word. And so those are banned, as are all like swastika macros and weird Nazi words and dog whistle terminology. Like, I found a big list of words to keep chuds out of your chat, and I implemented that shit years ago, and it stays, okay, because it works. I go half on an 8-ball? No. Dude, you missed those years, bro. I'm old now. No. Even back in my day, I probably wouldn't have went a half on an 8-ball with you. But now, the answer is immediately no. What's your opinion of Dragon Ball Z, Fireball Z? Your late night streams always coincide with me working, so thanks for the nice distraction. Yeah, well, thank you too. It's the same for me. This is not, I don't consider this to be work. It's adjacent to my work, but like, I don't monetize this channel for a reason. I do it for fun. Hello, Australia. G'day, mate. Let's put another shrimp on the barbie. Hello. That whiptail. Starting to get a fuzzy back on it though. A little bit of floof on the tail, but still caught me with it this morning in the face. Right in the face with the whiptail. Whoosh. I was like, oh. He doesn't mean it though. You're not supposed to have a whiptail.
Just have a floof tail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry baby doll. There you go, baby. What's your opinion on Super Saiyan 4? Yeah, dude, I didn't watch Dragon Ball GX and all that shit, bro. I watched Dragon Ball, and I watched Dragon Ball Z when I was younger.
Then you grew up.
And then I got hair on my balls. No, I mean, I wasn't like tiny. Like, I was into Dragon Ball and shit in like my late teens, early 20s. So it's not like I think it's total kids shit or whatever. I can understand why people enjoy it. It just ain't my thing anymore, man. Cell Saga, the Frieza Saga. Like, I saw all that shit. Dragon Ball fans don't watch Dragon Ball either. And all the new Dragon Ball shit is just beyond me. Like, once it went to GX or whatever, I checked out. But I loved playing Dragon Ball Budokai. Dragon Ball Z Budokai. On the, I believe I had it on the GameCube. I might be wrong though. It was either the GameCube or the original Xbox. But that game was fucking diggity dope. And I am super stoked for Dragon Ball Sparking or whatever coming up, because it looks like they're making, it's like another Budokai game. I'm stoked because both of my main characters are in it. Android, I think it's 19. The dude that's like the big fat guy. The clown. And then Krillin. Krillin is my main always in Budokai. And I always have a pocket android, whatever, fat boy android. Destructo Disc is my favorite shit in the world. I think it's the coolest fucking finisher in Dragon Ball, okay? Last fighter I was into, I actually got back into fighters the last couple of years. The last one I got into pretty heavy was Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising, the new Grand Blue Fantasy game. I skipped the first one, but the second one was just so accessible and fun to pick up, and the characters are fun. I would still probably play it, honestly. I haven't played it since I got my new computer and shit, but I would still probably play that game. No, I have played it since I got my new... Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's been a minute since I played it, though. I missed out on a lot of the recent... Mortal Kombat's and the recent Street Fighter. Haven't done that. I did Guilty Gear, whatever the latest Guilty Gear is. I got into that for a while, but that one was a little dense for me. It was my first game from like Arc System Works or whatever it is that makes these. And so I was pretty rusty on modern shit, you know. Like, I have a very old school sensibility when it comes to fighters. Like, I was good at fighting games in the Mortal Kombat 1, Mortal Kombat 2, Street Fighter 2, 2 Turbo, 2 Champion, 2 Hyper. Maybe a little bit the first Tekken. Although, you know, I was a mashing Eddie Gordo, so I was automatically good at the first Tekken. Killer Instinct, Sam Show 1 and 2. Like, that's my fucking, like, home base for fighting games. And there's some complex shit in there. I'm not saying those are, like, easy games, but they're simpler than modern games. Yeah, Dragon Ball FighterZ. I just don't really... I was never a big fan... Oh, that's not true. I liked... Marvel vs. Capcom 2. That game was unbeatable as far as just like pick up and play and have fun with your friends. It was like a mashable game, but also if you learned how to play it, you could sauce on people. And so it was like, I don't know. But I just don't like the games that are made in that vein. Like the newer one, I didn't like the newer Marvel vs. Capcom shit. I played it and I was like, ugh. Immediately put it down. So I don't want to really, but I want to play the Budokai style game that's coming out. That Sparking Z or whatever the fuck coming out. That's my shit. Favorite game of the last 5 years. Ooh, you're gonna hit me with that? Bro, 5 years. Let me be real with it. So I played some great games in the last 5 years. So I don't want to fucking be hasty, but I got 2 that popped into my head. And they're doing battle. They're doing battle. Fuck, I can't pick. There's 2. and this is just me playing in the last 5 years, okay? I understand these may not have come out in the last... The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt and Red Dead Redemption 2. Those are the shining games in the last 5 for me. Those are the tip-top, cream of the crop. Rise to the top, never eat a pig because a pig is a cop. Yeah, no, dude, that game absorbed me, dude. Both of those games did. Both of those games sucked my life into a vortex. And that's a sign of a really great game. GTA 6, I'll wait for it to come to PC like it eventually will. I'm stoked for it, but I'm not stoked enough to buy a fucking shitty-ass PS5 for it. So, when the PC gets the Ultimate Edition that we can do all the mods and shit and have private servers for, that's when I'll get it. How's that? Best girl in Witcher 3, who did I romance? I'm trying to remember her name. Triss? Lilac and Gooseberries witch bitch? I mean, you know me, right? You know I went for the dark hair and the dark eyes, of course. I tried to see if I could dibble-dabble both of them, and I failed. You know, so it makes you choose. What consoles did you appreciate that you played when you were a kid back then? All of them, man. The cool thing about it is I'm kind of like having encyclopedic knowledge of early consoles. I got to play all of them, man. I had a friend that had a Vectrex. I had another friend that had an Intellivision and a ColecoVision. I had another friend that had an Atari 2600. I eventually got an Atari 4800. Got an NES, right? I'm missing a couple in there, but those are all like really obscure, really early consoles, and I got to play all of them extensively, right? I was also an early PC gamer because my dad was a fucking programming nerd. So my dad had a Commodore 64 128, so I used to play PC games all the time. Amelia's making tea. Here's the teapot. I love the teapot. I'll go through every console I had as a kid. Okay, personally had in my home. Leave out the friends, right? So I had an Atari 4800 or whatever the one that came after the 2600 was, right? I had an NES, an original NES. I had a Sega Genesis. I never got a Super Nintendo, although all my friends had them, so I got to play all the cool shit. I just didn't own one. But I was the only friend that had a Genesis, so they would all come to my house to play Sega games. So I had a Genesis, and I had the full fucking monster Genesis, bro. The original Genesis with the original release Sega CD underneath it and the original 32X on top of that motherfucker. I had the Frankenstein Monsters Genesis. Because, as Jesse said, Genesis does what Nintendo don't. Okay? After that, I got a PlayStation 1. Okay, I was a teenager still, so my parents got me a PlayStation 1 year. Actually, they got the house a PlayStation. I had to share it with my fucking sisters. But whatever. I got a PlayStation 1. And then that was the last console I had as a kid. So I moved out during the PlayStation 1 era, right in the PlayStation 2 era. My friend John had a Saturn, and he had a Dreamcast, so I didn't get either, but I got to play both. Played Manhunt, yep. Oh wait, I missed, well, I didn't talk about, like, I got Xbox when it came out. I got PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and that's basically it. Oh no, I got Xbox, I got the Xbox 360. I got PlayStation 2, 3, 4, I had a GameCube. I own a 3DS XL with a bunch of great games. And that's my game history. Yeah, I didn't get that. Well, I mean, dude, I was a kid when it came out. My parents weren't trying to buy a fucking Dreamcast for me. They were like, you got a PlayStation. I was like, yeah, but you have a Switch? No, I don't have a Switch. Oh, no, I do have a Switch. Sorry. I don't play it. Amelia has a Switch, let me put it that way. And I missed one in there. And I actually think it's a pretty cool console. I'm glad I still have it. So I think it's going to be like classic one day. But I have a Wii U. I bought it specifically to play Monster Hunter 3U. Oh yeah, I have a Steam Deck as well. Actually, I have 2 Steam Decks. Amelia's and mine. So Jesus, all right, I missed quite a few. Oh yeah, Wii U, I felt like Wii U was like 10 years too early. Like it would be a fucking bomber-ass console now. Like obviously it is. The Switch is basically the Wii U refined, you know? But yeah, Wii U was dope. I loved playing Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U. I loved playing Monster Hunter 3 on the U. I loved playing Zelda on the Wii U, whatever Zelda it was that came out on the Wii U. They did a remaster on the Wii U of Wind Waker. That's the one I played. I thought it was beautiful. What else did I play on the U? I don't know. I'd have to go through my games. I've got like 10 Wii U games. I could probably sell that shit for a fucking $5 or $6 grand, and if I sit on it for another 5 years and just keep it from breaking, you know, I could probably sell that whole fucking thing for a bunch of money, because I think those are going to be rare in the future. I think people are going to be like Nintendo collectors are going to want all that shit. Same thing with my 3DS XL. It's in good working order. I don't play it anymore. I keep it packed away and safe. I've got my whole library of games still. They all work, you know. And I've got that weird Japanese thumbstick thing for my 3DS that you plug into it, and you have 2 thumbsticks instead of just the one, so you can play twin stick games on it. So like people are gonna want that too. I think eventually I'll probably sell those things because I don't play them anymore, but like I'm glad I've held on to them, you know, because I think they're probably going to be worth some money. Yeah, the Circle Pad Pro, that's what it's called. I forgot the name. Yeah, me too. I have the OG 3DS XL in red. I have a red OG 3DS XL with 15 games, a lot of the best games, and some rare ones too, I think. Like I've got like Rune Factory 4, I've got, what was that game I played for a while? It's like a dungeon crawler kind of game where you have to make your own map as you go. It was actually a really fun game, and now I remember people saying that it's hard to find now. I just love anything I can play turn-based tactical RPGs on. Yeah. RPG Maker, no. You have to keep your own map. Like it's a first person, you go one tile at a time, and then you update the map. So you're responsible for your own mini map, basically. Marking where things are so you can come back to it. Having a complete map is a huge part of the game. I can't remember the name of the fucking game though. I remember it had like, it's a very anime aesthetic to the game. I never played any Pokemon stuff. Pokemon missed me. It came out when I was like 16. So it was just like, what? That's fucking gay. I was 96, bro. I was like, that's just gay as fuck, bro. That's for little kids, Essie. I end up modding my 3DS so I can download games. That's cool. Yeah, that would be something I could do with either of those consoles too. I think the Wii U is desirable because it is moddable. I do have a Shin Megami game. I have a Shin Megami Tensei game for the 3DS or for the Wii U. I think it's the 3DS. Etrian Odyssey, that's the one, bro. I have Etrian Odyssey for the 3DS. That's such a cool game. I feel like firing it up. It's a good game. It's like feels very old school to me. Paul, I know more about you than my own father. Oof. Maybe you should talk to your dad. What's this love about? We're just chilling. We're just talking. He's very closed off. Be real with him, man. Look him in the eyes, bro. Talk to him like a grown-up. Anybody get that meme? We also we only know what Paul wants us to know. Well, that's true. That's kind of true of anybody. You don't get to know everything about anybody, even your father, right? Everybody's got things that they're just between them and their spouse, or things that are just for them. It's like he's stuck in some kind of a Genjutsu. I'm being beat up by 50 of Sasuke's older brother. Sasuke, no. Name a car for a edit made. Koenigsegg Regera. I'm just helping these kids out now. Giving them a good car. There you go, bud. Have fun TikToking or whatever the fuck it is you're doing. Once again, everything boils down to him and his addiction to lolly. Oh no. Who are we? Are you behind? Are we talking about Vish Voosh? One Piece was the best anime of the big three. Yeah, I didn't watch it, so I'm gonna let you stand on that business yourself. I don't understand these car edits. I'm so confused. I asked a kid about it. I told everybody not to ban a kid, and I questioned them on it. And the kid actually came back and they were like, we just want to make people laugh and stuff. We make cool edits for TikTok. And I was like, all right, I'll give you a car then. Koenigsegg Regera. There you go. It's a cool ass car, bro. And he was like, cool, man, bet, thanks, bro. So I'm just going to start giving it to him every once in a blue moon. I mean, if it gets out of control, we'll ban it up. But, you know, that's all I needed to, like, it was just the fact that it was confusing and out of nowhere, right? But the kid actually explained it. Like, they make little compilation videos of weird people on the internet saying different cars, and it's just for fun and stuff. Okay. Now that I know that that's what it's going for, I really don't care, right? So I'll just say Koenigsegg Regera when they come in, because that's my favorite hypercar. Hi, Paul, I'm boxing guy from the talent show. Would you do another fan interactive show like that? That was fun. I would like to do that, yeah. You know, maybe I'll bring it up with the guys. We need to do another fandom show where we kind of highlight people in the fandom, because that was a lot of fun. Cool, bro. Bet. Skibbity gat. Yep. He's skibbity. Yeah, they're skibbity toilet rizzing. You know, I'm trying to, like, Dude, I've been pretty harsh on the skibbities. I don't like skibbity shit, but that doesn't mean that I have to be harsh, because that one broke me. So I expected them to go like, fuck you, skibbity bop bop, or whatever. And he was like, yeah, we're just trying to have fun, man. We make fun edits on TikTok and stuff. And I was like, okay, I'll give you a card. Skibbity my Ohio queso, yeah, pretty much. You have such good hair genetics, I'm going bald at 22. It's the only good genetics I've got, though, bro. I'll be dead of cancer in fucking 5 years, okay? No, I'm kidding. I hope not. Oh, man, knock on wood. No, my family genetics are horrible, but I will never go bald. Both of my grandfathers died with full heads of hair in their 70s. I'll never go bald. Saw a custom plate, no Riz. Isn't it good to have Riz? Yes, but you have to understand, saying no Riz means that my car is so good that I don't have to have charisma. That's the point of having that. I ain't got no type. Bad bitches is the only thing that I like. You ain't got no life. Cups with the ice, and we do this every night. I don't check a price. I make my own money, so I spend it how I like. I'm just living life. And let my mama tell it, neighbor, I ain't living right. Chop the top of a Porsche, it's a headless horse. Extendo long as an extension cord. Yeah, I ball like Jordan, and I play full court. And if you want to talk to me, then you better keep the fucking shit short. What you know about a check? What you got up in your pocket? What you spending when you shopping, dog? I love that song so much, bro. That's such a good song. I'm 2024 flexing. What you know about a check? What you got up in your pocket? What you spend when you shop a dog? Why you want to go flex? Like you got something happening, like you got something popping off. It's such a good song, bro. People say to me that Ray Shremmerd fell off. Is that true? Because, like, I feel like their discography is pretty fucking good, bro. I mean, there's some cringe shit. But, like, there's some really good songs. Like, Black Beatles is really good. There's a bunch of good-ass bops, bro. Haven't heard anybody mention them in a few years. It's kind of sad, bro. So I feel like they had a really chill vibe. I mean, like, I gotta be honest with you. I feel like Sway Lee kind of carries it. And maybe he could go, like, because he did that really, didn't he do that song, Sunflower with Posty? Like, I know it was a few years ago, but that song was good, right? That song was like the main song on that Spider-Verse movie, right? I mean, it's not my favorite song of Posty's or his, but I thought it was, it's, you know, it's a vibe song. It's a chill song to, like, drive to with the windows down. So I think, like, Sway Lee might be able to, like, do his own thing. Because I love his voice, man. He's got that, like, kind of, like, he's high-pitched. He's got a higher-pitched voice, but he's also got kind of a gravelly voice. I love that, man. Like, his voice is really cool. Remember when you did Hope is a Curse? That unironically slaps. Yeah, I should do another one of those. I should do another cover of Hope is a Curse. I love Spider-Verse so much. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. But I feel bad. I wanted to get like some fucking Beauregard shit done today, and I ended up sleeping all fucking day like a bitch. Dude, summer is so shitty for me. I need to get the fuck out of here, man. I feel so stifled by my fucking mental health in the summer. I'm not trying to bitch and whine and cry about it, but like, fuck, bro. My depression gets so bad in the summer. Because I'm so, like, I can't be out. Like, I can't be outside where I want to be. I want to be, like, in some nature, near it, or at least in my fucking backyard. And I can't leave the house when it's 115. It's nuts. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna get a drink. The ice, and we do this every night. I don't check a price. I stayed in Fresno last summer, hiked to Kings Canyon, Sequoia National Park during the day. Dude, this year has been oppressive, bro. Oppressive. Unbelievable. Fucking crazy bullshit, bro. Unbelievable. What was this? Is the hot weather making you feel less good compared to after you got CPAP? Yes. Yeah. No, I got CPAP like the beginning of winter-ish, kind of. And, winter is my favorite season. It's just because I can be outside anytime I want. I just bundle up, throw on a hoodie, throw on a jacket, go 2 pairs of socks, put on my fucking Timberlands and call it a day. Like, that's how I like to be, right? Wrapped up, start a little fire in my fire pit. And, like, not being able to live that way just fucks me up, bro. I get fucking stir crazy living in a fucking shitty neighborhood like this. I mean, it's not a shitty neighborhood. I'm not trying to talk shit. It's a nice neighborhood if I had a family, but it's like so corporate cookie cutter fucking shit where every house, like, I can't tell you guys, I've lived here forever and there's a house that looks just like mine right next to mine. And I start to pull into that driveway sometimes because I'm like, oh wait, this isn't my fucking cookie cutter. Mine is the next one. It sucks, bro. Living in that type of fucking neighborhood just blows for me. And it's so hot and oppressive. Just like 115, 120, 115, 112, 112, 112, 112, 112, fucking for weeks, bro. It's too much. Bro, you got a Viking beard? I know. I'm actually a Viking. Well, genetically speaking, I would have been a Viking. A big, fat, floppy, useless Viking, but a Viking. I'm also very good, like I have sea legs. Like I don't get motion sick, I don't get seasick at all. I love being on the ocean and on boats. Dude, I got that lineage, bro. I got that lineage, bro. I want to jump on a fucking long boat and make the long icy trip to Greenland, okay? You look cool. Thanks, bud. I don't try to look cool, but I try and look comfortable, and I feel comfortable, so that's good. I feel very comfortable in my own skin at this age. Took me all these years to get there, though. It's kind of sad. Really hated everything about like my physical appearance and my personality. I really hated myself for a lot of my young adulthood, you know, like 18, 19, 20, 21. I mean, I had like a little bit of confidence in me, but inside I just felt like rotten, and I hated what I saw when I looked in the mirror. I was always trying to change it. In high school, I couldn't grow a beard yet. I could grow like sideburns, right? And so in high school, I was fucking crazy about piercing because like it let me look differently than I'd want. Like, cause I would look in the mirror in high school, especially, dude, and I would just see like a little toadstool, bro, like a little mushroom. You know that little dude from Mario, Toad? I shit you not, that's what I looked like, bro. I wish I could show you guys the picture. My mom has it up in her house, and it drives me fucking nuts. I know she puts it up because she loves her family and shit, but it's just fucking like, I look at that and I go like, fuck me, bro. You know, it was awkward when I was a kid. I was an awkward, chubby, round little thing. And I didn't have like a growth spurt and start looking like a man until 16, 15, 16, like right around there. So my freshman and sophomore year, I was pretty like short and fat, you know, and then fucking like over one summer, I grew like 5 inches. That's usually the way it works. And, you know, at that point, I started to really feel like, okay, maybe I can work with this. Couldn't grow the beard that I wanted. Couldn't grow any goatee or anything. So I started getting into piercing. I got my ears gauged. That was fucking addictive. Like, the way I got it done, too, was fucking crazy. My friend with a hollow point razor needle just popped the plugs out and plugged me out at a 2, I think, and then I stretched to a 0, and I still have my zeros in. Like, I still keep that level of stretch. I never wanted like the big, but I keep my plugs in now still. Keep them open, even though you can't see them because they're hidden behind beard and hair most of the time. It's just, I like having them in. And then after that, it was my eyebrow. I wanted my eyebrow done, so I got this when I was 16. And then my next one was tongue. No, my next one was labret. I got my labret pierced at 17. I got my tongue pierced at 17. I got my septum pierced at 18. And so with all my jewelry in, you know, it like edged me up a little bit, right? I don't know. Like, didn't edge me up, but it let me like have some fucking like control over how I looked. because I didn't like it, you know, and so I was chasing this, like, how to look like this, what do my parents think? My parents were pretty hippie about it. They were happy that I was getting piercings and not tattoos. Like, that was kind of like their way of rationalizing it. They were like, all right, well, if you take the, and it's true, like, you can't tell looking at me without really scrutinizing me that I've had piercings on my face. I'm not gonna, like, I'm gonna watch, look, I watched the thing while I was gaming. I watched his speech while I was gaming. I found it to be a pretty fucking good speech. Now, I did hear him praise Josh Hawley's union position. If Josh, I'm not familiar with Josh Hawley's union position. If it's a good union position, I really don't care what his position on anything else is. I'm a class reductionist, bro. I'll come right out and tell you. My politics are 100% class oriented. I'm a blue collar advocate. I'm an advocate for working families and indigent people that can't help themselves. That's 100% of my politics. Okay? I care about gay people. I care about black people. I'm not saying they're politically irrelevant to me. I'm saying social issues surrounding those things are secondary to labor for me, and always will be, at least in terms of my messaging. YouTube has blocked 2 of my chats that talked about class warfare. Yeah, you gotta be careful the language you use and shit on YouTube. Had my snake bites for 15 years. That's cool. Yeah, I was thinking, honestly, like when I was up in Pismo, I was thinking about getting my septum done again. But then I remembered, like, I'm on CPAP and I have a nose thing, so it would probably get in the way of that. I don't want to fuck up my nose. Any interest in commentating on the Ron Howard Hillbilly Eulogy movie? I actually started watching it tonight, so I will comment on it. I don't know about commentating on it, but I will comment on it for sure, because Amelia and I started watching it with dinner tonight. We kind of watch movies in spurts. Like, we kind of treat it like it's a limited series or something. Oh, fuck, dude. I think I got a fucking mosquito bite on the inside of my thigh, bro. Fuck these mosquitoes. It's like the most tender spot. Fuck you, man. YouTube is so censorious now. Yeah, I know. It's impossible to talk about anything. Yeah, dude, a fucking skeeter got me good down there, dude. Bit my tender inner thigh, bro. How'd he get all the way up in there? I'm thinking about getting my belly button done. Amelia's got her belly button done, and it's beautiful. And she said it was the easy piercing for her. She had her nipples done, and they were just hard to keep for her. Like, in terms of, like, she just never felt like they, like, set in the right way. She never felt like they were comfortable, and so she ended up taking those out. Amelia's also got a conch, which I think is really pretty, where you're pierced through here. She's pierced, like, up here through the cartilage, you know what I mean, through your ear. The top. I think that's really pretty, so that's cool. Did you watch Star Wars Clone Wars? No. Considering nipples too, but that sounds unpleasant all around. She said it was pretty rough. Wouldn't do it again, kind of situation. You look like a Pop-Tart. Thanks. Milkers isn't allowed? I mean, you just said it. You look like a Pop-Tart, bro. That's a new fucking roast on me, dude. Dude, who doesn't like Pop-Tarts, though? So that's kind of a weird roast. Maybe it wasn't even a roast at all. I'm so confused. Wanna lick you like a lollipop, lollipop. Why do I have that song in my fucking head? Man, fuck these earworm songs. You were a Pop-Tart, what Pop-Tart would you be? How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? That's the question, right? You answer that question. Mares eat oats and does eat oats and little lambs eat ivy. A kittle eat ivy too, wouldn't you? How you like that? YouTube censoring is wild. Dude, alright, chill out about the YouTube censorship shit, bro. We know. We're aware. Like, you've been fucking on a fucking tirade for like an hour, bro. I'm tired of reading it. I see a fucking big comment and I think, cool. And then I'm like, oh shit, it's this dude again. Stop it. I'm gonna fucking give you some YouTube censorship. How about that? Sick of hear you bitch about it, bro. We know it sucks. Everybody's dealing with it. Like, I can't turn it off. If I could, I would. Well, to a certain extent, I would. I do have fucking blocked words on here because I just don't want to look at fucking swastikas and Nazi bullshit all day, but other than that, I'm fucking pretty open. Do you know YouTube sucks balls? D-A-E, YouTube sucks. I mean, dude, I like YouTube too. I've been on YouTube since 2007. Do the math, bro. I'm coming up on my 20th anniversary as a YouTuber. 2027, like 3 years into the next Trump term, I'm gonna be 20 years on YouTube. Isn't that fucking crazy? To me, that's crazy. Candy paint. Yeah, dude, I love candy paint. I can't sing like Posty, though. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Mm-mm. Candy paint with the white on top. Lambo doors with the woo up drop. If you're busy plotting on what I got, kick in your door and swat you thought. $100,000 on my tabletop. Such a good song, man. What a groove. One of the largest unions in Australia, one that covers minors. Hold on. Fuck. Went into administration this morning over biker gang connections, and then this evening a mining company fired. So, oh my god, dude. See, this is what I'm talking about, bro. That sounds fishy as fuck. Love Uzi. Not a huge fan of all of his music, but I'm just getting into him. Like I'm slow to pick up. Like, I usually wait till an artist has quite a few fucking, like, a couple albums before I start really listening. And then even then, it'll take me a while. And so, like, just recently, I started getting into Kodak. I started getting into Playboy Cardi, that era. And so, yeah. But yeah, I'm just starting to get into Uzi, but so far, so good. Love his vibe. Posty's Western music. I mean, it ain't my thing, but I mean, I think it shows how multi-talented the guy is. Love Cardi, and I gotta tell you, dude, right now the king is Kodak for me, vibe-wise, dude. That song ZZ or whatever. That song's on permanent rotation when I'm in my car. It just feels so chill to drive my car and have that song playing. King Von, Pop Smoke. These are like people I've recently started to check out their shit. Who's that fucking guy? I actually kind of like him, but his name is weird, and I can picture him in my fucking head, but I think he's like one of the O Block guys, and I think he was involved in the King Von shit. He's like, he has like blonde dreads. Somebody's gonna have to help me out, bro. Dirk. I never remember his fucking name, Dirk. I also heard a couple like Blueface songs that I really liked, but I'm not sure if I'm on Team Blueface yet. But yeah, Lil Durk. I've heard some Lil Durk songs, yeah. Isaiah Rashad, no, not yet. Haven't heard that yet. Blueface is a clown. I mean, whatever. A lot of people are clowns. NBA Youngboy, yeah. I have started listening to some NBA Youngboy and Young Thug recently as well. I've been popping that through letting Spotify kind of show me that genre, you know. Blueface sucks. All right then, fair enough. I didn't like endorse the dude. I just said I heard a couple of fucking songs he was on that were kind of jamming, but he's lolcow status now. See, I'm not into the fucking trap lore, so I watched Trap Lore Ross's like O Block shit, and that got me into listening to a little bit of King Von and Lil Durk and a couple of the other dudes that came out of that tradition. And but that's the last trap lore I know. I'm not into the new shit. I don't know the Kendrick beef or any of that shit. I don't care. I fucking hate Kendrick Lamar, and I fucking hate Drake. Can I say it? But, dude, people are gonna fucking hate me for this. Let me take that back. Let me rewind. I don't hate Kendrick Lamar. That like Be Humble song is great. Okay? The Be Humble shit that's a great song. My left stroke put a little baby in a spiral. I mean, I get it. It's cute. One time. But I don't like it. Okay? And this pussy ass beef. You guys are gonna have to let me preach for a minute. I'm sorry, you just got to shut up and hear it. This pussy ass beef between Kendrick and Drake. As a boy that came up in the 90s when beef was real, when people were dying in these streets, and I'm not saying they still are. King Von, Pop Smoke, Nipsey Hussle, dead too soon. All of them, right? Some of the younger ones dropping of drugs. I get it. I'm not saying that tragedy was unique to the 90s, but beef in the 90s used to have meaning in the streets. And this Kendrick pussy beef with Drake, a kid that played a wheelchair kid on Degrassi High, bro, that is not street beef. I can't believe it. It's not even believable. Snoop Dogg, yes, you're right. Snoop Dogg and Dre were both studio gangsters, but you know what? They worked with real gangsters. They beefed with real gangsters on some real gangster shit. Pac was a gangster. Pac was in the streets. Okay? Pac ran with the turf. Okay? Eazy-E ran with the turf. Say what you want about fucking guy. Ran with the turf. The 3-6 Mafia ran with the turf. Ice Cube was a poet, okay? But he worked with guys that ran with the turf. You see what I'm saying? So like we can have a studio gangster comment if we want, But this Kendrick beef shit,
What?
the pack.
Oh, it was empty.
Oh, okay. All right, sorry. We're just making sure. But yeah, no, this Kendrick beef shit. I don't get it. I think it's pussy shit. I don't think either one of these guys is gonna do any of the shit they're talking about, so it makes it uninteresting for me. Okay? And here's what people are gonna hate me for. If I could erase one of those, if I had a genie come to me and go like, you have to erase one of these two guys from existence, I would erase Kendrick, because Drake's made a couple of songs that I think are pretty good. How about that? I'm not endorsing Drake. I'm not a big Drake fan, but he's made a couple of fucking really good songs, bro.
Are you down here? Come on.
Giggle. I know. I know people were gonna be fucking pissed off about that, but I'm sorry, bro. Whitest take ever. I mean, whatever. See, that's my thing. I just got done telling you guys, like, I'm not into the fucking, dude, I'm a Hotline Bling aficionado, okay? That song, I don't care. Hate me. That song is dope. Dude, that song was on, I'm gonna put it on tomorrow when I'm driving up to the mountains, okay? I'm gonna listen to Hotline Bling tomorrow because of you, okay? I'm gonna listen to Pound Cake with fucking Jay-Z tomorrow because of you. By the way, that is Drake's fucking best beat ever. And if you keep it up, I'm gonna put on Started From the Bottom Now We Here tomorrow when I'm going up to the mountains too. Keep it up and I'm gonna have a Drake day. Okay? Ever since I left the city, you used to call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. Call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. And I know when that hotline bling, that can only mean one thing. Come on, dude. Drake doesn't have that much swagger in his pinky, or in his whole body, dude. And Drake's got it in his pinky. Let's be real about it. You want to talk vibes? I don't care if Kendrick's left stroke put Lil Baby in a spiral. If you want to talk about vibes, you want to talk about who, like, let me ask you a question. You're at a party, right? And you want the mood to be mellow and chill, but you want the asses to be shaken. And you've got two CDs. You've got a Drake compilation and you've got a Kendrick compilation. What do you think's keeping the booty bouncing? What do you think is keeping the mood good? It's keeping the vibe. Which one? Be fucking honest. Be humble. Little bitch, be humble. Play neither, go to a different party. That's not a, it's that, you, see, I can tell you're not a party guy. The party must happen. Outcast, okay, yes, that would be superior to both. I agree, but you don't have an Outcast CD. Okay, it's 1994, impromptu party. You just moved in. You haven't unpacked your CDs yet. They're in a bag. All you have is a fucking Kendrick Lamar CD and a fucking Drake CD. Compilation of their greatest hits. Which one do you throw on? I don't see any of these Drake fucking lovers or Drake haters talking now. Like all these people that were all like, oh, fuck you, Kendrick is great, Kendrick is the... None of these motherfuckers are even answering the question, bro. Why not? Why not, bro? Why this question got you guys all stumped? You were so mouthy when I was talking shit earlier about Kendrick and Drake's beef. So you're putting on Kendrick? You're gonna scare the host. Congratulations, you've scared the hose. So now you got a sausage fest party and you're all sitting around listening to Kendrick wondering where all the pussy went. Congratulations, you played yourself. Any other fucking great ideas, dumb fuck? You picked the Kendrick CD, you scared all the hoes out of the party. You put on the Drake CD, panties are gonna drop. Am I fucking wrong? Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me. I'm open to being corrected. Don't scare the hoes. That was a fucking thing back in the day before we had that terminology for it, right? So let me give you an example. Let me put it in 90s terms. I'm throwing a party in the 90s, right? What kind of music do you think I'm gonna put on? What do you think my playlist for a 90s party was gonna look like? Do you think I was gonna put on Nirvana, Metallica, right? Fuck no. Fuck no. If I put on Nirvana, it was gonna be Penny Royalty or About a Girl, right? I would have been playing some Sixpence None the Richer, all right? I would have been playing some fucking Cranberries. I would have been playing some fucking Jill Sobule, or whatever her name was. Jill Sobule. I would have been playing some fucking garbage. I would have been playing some fucking Stone Temple Pilots. Okay? Some Keith Sweat, right? Yeah. Throw on some Keith Sweat. Okay? You don't throw on Marilyn Manson. You scare the hoes. If the hoes show up and they hear what's pumping out of the speakers is, hey, yo, what do you say, dude? Something beautiful, something. Like, and it's a bunch of bro dudes fucking grinding their hips against each other and shit. Fucking, you're gonna scare the hoes. Okay, the hoes are not gonna come into the party. Do you understand? I put this in 90s terms, okay? The Weeknd, exactly. That's good home music. ZZ, like all of fucking Kodak Black. That's good. None of the hoes are gonna be scared by Kodak Black. Night crawling in a phantom. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. I mean, you can be into this hard style shit. You can be into Kendrick Lamar talking in a weird baby voice and scaring all the hoes. You can be into that shit, right? But you can't play it in front of the hoes, so why be into it? Why be that into it? You know? I'm just trying to fucking keep it. I'm trying to keep it a rack. I'm trying to keep it a stack, as you kids say. Okay? I'm trying to keep it 100 with you. What do you play for the dudes? Fucking, I have become cumbersome. You play like, what was that song? Don't know. And I wonder, day to day, I don't like you anyway. I don't need your shit today. That song. You play that shit, bro. For the bros, yeah, you don't have to worry about scaring the bros. You're pathetic. Yeah, Corn. Dude, let me tell you something, bro. Let's say the hoes pull up. Oh, we're gonna check out this party. They pull up, they open their door, and the first thing they hear is and they see they see a bunch of dudes like you know. They're gonna be like oh my god, bro. The fact that guys just don't innately know this now is so sad. Because this, like, nobody gave me, my, my dad never sat me down. Son, come here. You can't scare the hoes with aggressive music. Right? He never did that. I just knew. Like, throw on the R. Kelly, bro. Throw on the Genuine. Dude, it's 2 a.m. Throw on the Genuine. That's how it works. You never scare the hoes. Ever. It's bad form. Boom. Let's go. Those guys are being weird. Stand alone inside. Yeah, you play that type of music, you are gonna stand alone inside. Be it like, where's the hose? I'm just trying to help. Oh my God, I'm gonna get in trouble for this. I'm gonna let you in on a secret. And I will deny that I said this. I will say it's AI, so don't clip me. Don't fucking clip me. Do not clip me. This is brave. All hoes are basic bitches. I said it. But I never said it. And we're not going to talk about it anymore. Don't clip me, because it's AI. I swear to God, I'll say it's fucking AI. Don't clip me. Don't be clipping me. Listen, when it comes to generalized things, right? They all like the same shit. They all groove to the same music. They all hike their skirts up to the same type of groove, okay? It's a universal thing, okay? Does it catch them all? No. Is there any kind of like, but you guys like Pokemon, you know it's hard to catch them all. But you catch a few. Say it again in front of your wife. Say what? Women are beautiful, diverse, interesting creatures that should be cherished. There, I've said it.
These boys are old. I had to put Cricket away again because he just would not quit.
I think he overheard us talking about taking a day trip yesterday or tomorrow. And he's like, I want attention then, and I want to be Tiger Boy tonight.
And Dinor's being all antsy too.
Yeah.
Be out here with you.
Who knows what the problem is? I'm gonna wrap this up here in a minute, probably. Finish this smoke and call it a night. What the fuck happened to Jesus? The real world, man. What do you think happened to me? Okay, listen. Back in ancient fucking Aramaic times and stuff, life was simple, bro. I mean, it was rough, walking all the time with no shoes and shit. But, like, the Lord walked with me, or whatever the fuck I would have said back then. But I'm telling you, man, in the intervening years, it's been a rough fucking road to hoe, okay? I don't know if you heard about it, but the Romans nailed me up to a fucking cross. That was shitty. That was shitty. Then, God has this fucking amazing idea, son. You have to go back now. Problem was, it was 2018. Nobody cared. People were all fucking like, boo. Like, I couldn't even, like, I was like, hey, I'm back. And they were like, so? I was like, oh, shit. And then it's been rough, man. It's been rough. Nobody cares anymore. I went to a church and I was like, hey, and they were just like, what do you want? I was like, it's my father's house. They're like, yeah, it's all our father's house. I was like, well, they're like, are you gonna sit down in the pew or shut up? I was like, no. And then I started thinking, what kind of father would allow his children to be molested, sodomized, raped? What kind of father would allow his kids to starve to death? You know what I mean? And I haven't heard a word from the big guy in like fucking years, right? I think he might be sick, because like he just fucking, or at least he put me on D&D, because like, I don't know, dude. So like, I'm having a rough time, man. That's the fucking answer to your question, bro. That's what happened to Jesus, okay? I'm having it rough. There's a lot of people out there doing a lot of fucking saying a lot of crazy shit in my name, and I try and correct them, and they look at me like I'm a crazy person, okay? Because I am kind of like nowadays. Look, dude, I'm built for ancient fucking Roman times, okay? I don't know how to move in this modern time. All right, it's not as easy to get people's fucking attention anymore, bro, okay? So, yeah, he killed me for my sins in front of everyone, and see, it's totally unfair for me. Killed me for everybody's sins, bro. Like, I had to die because you want to look at porn? Thanks, dickhead. You know? Like, that sucked. Everybody's all like, dude, that was the fucked up thing. It's like, George Carlin was right, man. When I got back and the first thing I saw was me hanging on the cross, I was like, what the fuck? I don't want to remember that. Can I be real with you guys? That shit sucked, bro. But anyway, you know, that's neither here nor there, I guess. It's all water under the fucking bridge now. It's old salt. Old salt and an old wound. You know, and I'll work it out with the big man at some point if he ever fucking picks up the phone again. But until then, I'm kind of on my own over here, man. And I've picked up a few habits, a few vices. Man, I'm trying to get it back in shape, though, man. You know, I know I let myself go, but it was way easier to stay fit when all I did was walk around from town to town preaching the fucking gospel, okay? It's like nowadays I have to sit here and do it online. And like, that's a sedentary lifestyle, man, but I'm working on it, okay? I started doing yoga, okay? So give me some fucking slack, okay? I'm losing weight. Bastards always want more of me. Jesus, heal my wounds. Jesus, help my grandma. She's got cancer. Jesus, why are you so fat? It's like, I'm fucking stressed out, asshole. Got a lot on my plate, literally and figuratively, okay? Does it jiggle? Does it wiggle when it jiggles? Yes, it does, okay? I'm fat. Yes, you caught me. You know how much weight you lose when you're sweating your ass off in the desert. Yeah, fuck yeah, being tempted by Satan. By the way they put that down in the Bible was bullshit. It was way more tempting, and I was way more acquiescent. He tempted me like 9 times, and 8 times I accepted. I was like, yeah, give me that water. Yeah, give me that fine bitch. Yeah, give me that fucking milk from a camel. Yeah, give me that honey. Yeah, give me that bread. I was like, nah to the booze, because I was like, that, I know that dehydrates you. I'm not retarded, devil, but yeah, give me the bread and water. Yeah, man, I'll take that. So they wrote it down as bullshit, like I was all resistant to him in the desert. It's like, how do you think I survived out there? I ate the devil's bread. I drank his fucking water, bro. So fucking retarded, man. I just hate being like misinterpreted, you know. All the time misinterpreted. All the time misquoted. And people hating gay people in my name. I'm like, when did I ever say a word about gay people? They didn't even put that in the Bible. They didn't even misquote me in the Bible, and yet people are putting that shit in my mouth, you know?
That dumbass Paul.
Yeah, but fucking bastard Paul. I should have known better. But you know what? I was created to love, and, you know, I saw what he had done in the past, and I forgave him as I was supposed to. You know, but I'm gonna tell you right off the bat, bro, now that it's like all these fucking thousands of years later, I didn't like Paul. And I always knew Judas was gonna be the one, too. He was such a fucking weaselly little prick. He thinks that, like, it's all a big revelation in the Bible. Oh, Judas. Come on. It all had to work out that way. It's fucking stupid. Yeah, Paul was Saul of Tarsus, and he was killing Christians for the Romans and shit. It was fucked up. You know, and I should have fucking seen it coming, but no, I let him poison my whole fucking thing by letting him follow me and redeem himself in the eyes of the church and all this shit. Oh, man. A couple of those idiots, man, I'd like to have a talk with them now, but of course they're all dead. Couple of those idiots misquoted me heavy, bro. Misinterpreted. Like, some of them are confused about like how many days I was dead, how long it's gonna be till I come back. There's all kinds of wild misconceptions, and like, I'm gonna let you guys in on something. A lot of the gospels were written like 100 years after I died. How'd that happen? You know what I mean? A lot of these things like are attributed to my boy Matthew. Shit was written 100 years after Matthew died. How'd that happen? You know what I mean? There's a lot of bullshit, man. A lot of bullshit. But whatever, what are you supposed to do? How'd it feel when the spirit of Longinus pierced your side? It fucking hurt. What do you think? How did it feel? Oh, it was great. No, it hurt. Hurt like shit. But I was already in pain. I was hanging from nails. Okay? Nails. Imagine that shit. Fucking sucked. There's one more piece of bullshit I gotta correct before I fucking end this, right? They say that I said, Father, into your hands I commend my spirit. Bro, I was fucking dying. I had a spear in me. Okay? I said, what the fuck, man? That was my last words, but I guess that's not as poetic. Okay? What do you think you would say if somebody stabbed you while you were nailed up? I said, what the fuck, man? And then I died. Right? Died. Unbelievable. Anyway, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.